We came before the skyline knew what it wanted to be, before the $1 million postcodes, and we've ridden every Gold Coast wave since. We were just two brothers that had a vision. Now we're the longest standing real estate group on the Gold Coast. We are where sellers turn, who developers come to, and the name renters trust. We'll give you the keys to your first place, help you say goodbye to your forever home, and keep everything in order at your investment. Today, we're family run, family driven, and family proud. We're 4 decades deep, and the energy hasn't faded. We're still focused on today, still driving performance, still raising the bar. Over 35 billion sold, thousands of auctions led, in-room dominance year after year. We're an incubator of talent, a training ground for the next elite, where best practice isn't a buzzword, it's a benchmark. We lead with trust, act with transparency, deliver with knowledge. This is a business built on excellence, driven by experience, fueled by honesty, and focused on results. This is legacy in motion. So if you want a team that truly knows the Gold Coast, you already know who to call. Ray White Bell Group.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very exciting day for so many. And whilst it's exciting to be bidding on a property, there are a number of conditions of sale by public auction for real estate property here in Queensland that must be clear prior to commencing. You may also find these on the back of your bidder registration card. However, the conditions are as follows. Any person intending to bid must register their interest before making a bid. And the bidder must clearly display the bidder number signed to them by the auctioneer, as bids will only be accepted from registered bidders. The highest approved bidder shall be the buyer, subject to the seller's approval and the reserve price of any. The auctioneer may at his discretion refuse to accept any bids from any person, and no bid, if accepted, may be retracted without the consent of the auctioneer. No bidder shall advance a less sum or percentage at any bidding than the auctioneer is willing to accept. A bid shall be deemed to be accepted unless the auctioneer forthwith after it has been made declares his non-acceptance or dissent. If any dispute or difference shall arise to the highest bidder, the auctioneer may reopen the bidding and resubmit the property, commencing with the highest amount previously bid for the same, or he may decide on the highest bidder in such other manner as he in his absolute discretion shall deem fit, and his decision shall be final. Immediately upon the fall of the hammer, the bidder of the highest bid accepted shall sign these conditions of sale and purchase and forthwith pay the deposit required, and shall thereupon be deemed to be the buyer. Otherwise, the property may be resubmitted at his or her risk and expense, or submitted afresh to public auction as if the property had never before been submitted. The right to bid on behalf of the seller is expressly reserved, and the seller and the buyer agree to do all necessary acts and to sign all documents and papers for the purpose of transferring the property to the buyer. They also appoint the auctioneer as their agent and grant him irrevocable authority to sign all documents and papers necessary to form the agreement for sale and purchase of the property. A bidder shall be deemed to be acting on their own behalf unless, prior to bidding, he or she has given the auctioneer a copy of a written authority to bid for or on behalf of another person. The conditions then to apply are as contained in the Real Estate Institute's copyright form of contract and terms of contract for houses and land current edition, residential lots in the community title scheme current edition, and or any other contract of sale that has been on display prior to auction. At auction, the finance clause does not apply, and the building and or pest inspection clause does not apply. If applicable, the registered bidder acknowledges that they have been given or have seen a copy of Form 36 notice of no pool certificate at the same time of completing these conditions of sale form. All bidders at this auction, and more particularly the successful bidder, shall be deemed to have been given and to have read and to acknowledge the disclosure statement under the Body Corporate and Community Management Act of 1997, which are next to the contract of sale by the virtue of the fact that they have been on display prior to this auction. The terms include a 10% deposit on the fall of the hammer, and the balance in cash in 30 days, or any other such date or terms as specified by the auctioneer prior to the auction. Note, here in Queensland, in accordance with the terms of auction, no cooling off period will apply. The auctioneer may, at his or her discretion, during an in-room auction, elect to stop an auction and put on hold and continue with the order of sale. All auctions will be reopened to the public and either sold or passed in prior to the closing of today's auctions. We welcome you to today's auction. If you have any questions or any concerns, please make yourself known to one of our agents who'd be more than happy to assist you. Good luck and happy bidding.
Hey, how good's the weather? I was just thinking, standing here, I was going, oh, God, it's gorgeous out there. It's like spring's come early. Can't come fast enough for me. So, beautiful day to be able to help people exchange properties from sellers to buyers and so on, and get themselves into the marketplace. Certainly been a busy couple of weeks. We're starting to see that everything's stabilising now to a large degree, and people are starting to understand all those changes happen the first 6 months of the year, and the fundamental need is we all need a home to live in. So got some great selections here today. Look forward to offering those to you. Apart from the conditions of sale we just ran through, a couple of things I want to make sure we're clear on. First of all, there's a Queensland requirement that anyone bidding must be a registered bidder. We did mention that, of course, in the conditions of sale by auction, but I just want to make sure you're clear. Anyone bidding must be registered. Now, we have quite a number of people online, as is the growing trend these days, bidding online. They've had to pre-register as well. Anyone here in person, facilities just outside there, must pre-register, and they must see your bidder registration card at least with your first bid, so I know you are registered and that you're right to go and continue bidding from that point on. Second of all, we're taking anyone bidding here today is bidding on their own behalf. So frequently, particularly for interstate buyers, they have a relative or a friend up here that does bid on their behalf. Perfectly okay, but they must be authorised by the bidder or authorised by the person intending to buy for that person to bid on their behalf. So if anyone is in that position, please make yourself known to us so we can confirm that we have your instructions correct. Also ask you to make clear verbal bids or clear hand signals, just so it saves any confusion. I'll be calling for the amounts I'm seeking during the course of the bid. Just put up your hand and simple like that if you like. If there's any discomfort and you're not quite sure what's happening, we've got a large number of our team present, so they're always happy to sit next to you, stand with you, whatever you prefer to do, and convey those bids so that we're all clear and all on the same page. Or Article 45 makes reference to no reserve auctions. We don't have any of those today. All the properties are subject to reserves. Sellers can reduce the reserves if they wish to at any stage, but they are all subject to reserves. Form 2s, want to make sure everyone's clear on those. That's new legislation from last year. It is been every one of the properties have a Form 2 available. We trust it that everybody that's bidding here today has cited that Form 2. I always like to make that very clear. If you haven't cited it, then I suggest you don't sort of bid on the property because you haven't cited it. Also, I did make mention before that we do have people online, so that just means it might be a little bit slight delay. We'll have our team here on the phone, so they're speaking to people online, they're watching online, and able, of course, to be able to convey their bids. They've had to be pre-registered, but if you see any of our agents, you'll just understand that there are people unable to be present here with us today in this beautiful setting we're in. Also, if there's any delay, which often does happen, that we might get to a point where not quite at the final agreement point, but we're close, then I'll put the property on hold in favour of the highest bidder, whilst the agent will speak with the owner so we can finalise all the details and get that sale together for you, and then we go back and conclude the sale straight after that. So just if we do put on hold, please understand that's the purpose of it. Also, I trust everyone understands the auction process. We start with an opening bid and we go up. I've had the occasion where people think we go in reverse, but we don't. We go up. Once we've reached the reserve price, and I will announce that so you're aware of that, and then from that point on, the highest bidder will be the successful buyer, and no one can take the property away from them. I'll call account 3 times, and once the hammer's fallen, that's the end of it. We do occasionally get people coming back asking whether they could put a higher offer in. The answer is no. Once that hammer's fallen, the buyer secured the property. So please make sure you've done that and don't have regrets later on. I will show a brief video of each of the properties prior to the bidding, refresh the memory of those about to bid. And of course, for those waiting, it makes it a little bit more interesting to see what properties are on display. Contracts have been available for some time. We trust you've cited those as well. And because I did see Jess, where she's here, our property management team are here as well, because we know most people, when they buy an investment property, they want to get lit quick smart. So we're here to look after you in that regard as well. So they're all the things I just want to bring to your attention, which means we are ready to go to our very first Australian street Rivergum Court, and we're going to run with the video, please.
Welcome to 1 Rivergum Court, Loganholme. Vacant and ready to move straight in, this spacious family home offers 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double garage, plus a media room, study, and multiple living areas. At the heart of the home is a large kitchen with an expansive island bench, ample storage, and plenty of space for entertaining. Outside, the fully fenced backyard provides room for children, pets, and outdoor gatherings. Conveniently located near Logan State School, the Hyperdome, and with easy M1 access to Brisbane and the Gold Coast, this rare trustee sale presents an outstanding opportunity to secure exceptional value.
Look at like lush green grass. I didn't know if it rained that much lately, but gee, it looks beautiful on that sitting there. And of course, it's ready for occupation now. So often you've got properties that are occupied and so on. So you're ready to move in now. Nice big one. And all that yard space, it's beautifully fenced off, and it's just perfectly ideal for those with young families and so on. And it is very convenient to the M1, which is, of course, traffic corridors are now so important for all of us with that time we spend in cars. So, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful position property. Sellers have agreed to 5% deposit, but 60-day settlement. And we're in your hands, and I wish you all well, because it's a 680. I got 7 here. I'll go with that. 700 bids over here, the right-hand side. We're 7. We're taking 50s on the rise from there. We're 700, 800 over here now. At 800, the bids to the right-hand side. At 8, the call's in at 8. At 8, we are 820. 820. I'll take 20s no less at this level. At 820 on the left. 40. 50. 850. 50 bids over here, the right-hand side. We're at 850 now. At 850. 870 in the centre. We're at 870 now. The bid's in the centre of the room at 870. 70 the calls in at 870. Bids down here at the top of the room. We're at 870 now. Further calls on at 870. Another 20 gets you to 900. 900 to the right-hand side at 900. At 900 all over. At 10. All right, no less than 10s. We're in the 10s now. 910 on the left-hand side is 910. 10 on the left we are at 910. Bids on the left-hand side back to the room. We're at 910. 20 is your bid from there. We're at 910 up the top there. Further bids on. At 910, we're bid once with you. At 910, the call's left-hand side twice. Third time now. At 910. Off on the left-hand side for the third and final time. Calls here. I know a lot of people on the phone. I'm giving you a little bit extra time because I know they're a little hard to convey back and forth. 910 up the top on the left-hand side. Where do we go? We'll be speaking to our sellers on this point at time anyway. So at 9:10, we're off on the left. Who's next? We're at 9:10. You know the bid's over here. We're at 9:10. Okay, that's fine. Yes, I can't. Well, we can, but we won't. Got things to do, you know. We had a whole month to get it all organised. We're at 910 at the moment. Bids up the top there still. So we're just giving all our parties every opportunity. I do understand on the phone that usually you got to speak to your partner, your wife, your husband, or whatever the case may be, to just make sure everyone's on the same page before they convey any further advances. So we're at 910 at the moment. Just bear with us. We'll have a little bit of music while we're waiting, because we know how much we all love music. I often wonder what the cavemen did, like, you know, to keep yourself entertained. Like, okay for us, but those poor fellas back then. A little bit higher, yeah. Oh, Brooks joined us. Lovely to see you there, Mark. 9:10. Thanks for your patience, folks. You know, the purchase and sale of real estate, usually the biggest transactions, financial ones people do in their life. We'd like to make sure that everyone's comfortable. How is everybody? Look, they're all on the phones, chatting away. On hold. Okay. How much time you need? All right. Let's just check before we... So we're 9:10 at the moment. I got a mini conference on the back there now. I will perhaps put it on hold. I just know that everyone's there on their edge of their seat and they wanted to get an answer. Yes. Okay. Just make sure Claire hasn't got something to tell me. I'm going to give it a couple of more seconds. Look, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bidders on it. Only one's going to get it. All right, I'm going to put it on hold then. Okay, we're going to give it a little bit more time. So we're going to move on now to auction number 2, which is the offering of 2 properties combined in Kyndra Avenue, Southport, number 56 and number 58. Now, of course, the combined offering is 1,504 square metres, which I think anyone who's had an eye to building some townhouses and doing some of the development, this is right up your alley, because there's residential A. And Southport, I mean, if you just knew what was happening in Southport right now, it is the hottest market by far in the not Queensland, I don't know about the rest, but here on the Gold Coast. And there's some really big things to be announced over the next few months. So it's a market to get into by all means. So let's have a look at the video first.
A rare opportunity awaits in the heart of Southport. Offered together for the first time, 56 and 58 Kyndra Avenue present 2 adjoining properties on separate titles, combining to an impressive 1,504 square metre corner landholding. Positioned within one of the Gold Coast's fastest growing redevelopment precincts, this exceptional site offers outstanding potential for developers, investors and land bankers, STCA. This is an exceptional opportunity to secure a premium development site in a blue chip location.
Yeah, as I say, look at that splayed, sort of frontage, and it's just it stands out from most of the other sort of sites available, and this particular one is ready to go. So, get your application. Council's pushing things through as quick as they can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're offering number 56 and number 58 Kyndra Avenue. This is 1,504 square metres in total. Where do we start our bidding away now? Looking at an opening bid to start it away. Who's in there with the opening bid? Looking for a start? Got Vicky's here. We're just Vicky. Where do you want to start? What's that? 1.5. I have it. 1.5, 1.5 million. We are now at 1.5. We're talking about 2 properties, by the way. 1.5. The starts in at 1.5 now. We're taking 200 from there. We're at 1.5. Looking for 7 with the next bid. We're at 1.5 now and calling on to 7 and call at 1.5. The bid's no against you. At 1.5. Looking for 7 on the rise from there. We're at 1.5 now. Further bids on. At the 1.5, 6. Okay, we're going hundreds. At 1.6. 6 of bids in at 1.6 now. That's 6 here to the right-hand side. We're at 1.6, 2 properties. At 1.6, 7. Take it to 7 now. We're at 1.7. 7 the bid standing now. We're at 1.7 now. We'll go to 8 from there. We're at 1.7. Looking for the 8 on the rise. At 1.7, I'm calling now. Further bids on at 1.7. First time of calling. At 1.7. We're twice now. Third time now. At the 1.7. For the third and final time at 1.7. Any further bids? I'm actually going to place a seller's bid at $2 million and we'll allow the bids to go from there. We're at $2 million now. Calls in at $2 million now. Remembering this is offering the 2 of them combined. We do have on the program very shortly to be able to offer them separately. So you lose the opportunity of owning the combined holding at that point in time. But right now, your opportunity's there. We're at 2 million now, looking for further advances at 2 million. Once, twice at 2 million, third and final time at 2. Below our mark, folks. I'll pass it in, or give Vicky a couple of minutes just to see before we then split it into 2 separate lots. In the meantime, we'll jump through auction number 3 whilst we're still getting our word back on auction number 1. We can run with number 3, which is in Scarborough Street, Southport.
Looking for the perfect first home or a smart investment? Welcome to this impressive 28th floor apartment where elevated living meets incredible convenience. Featuring a spacious bedroom plus a separate study, open plan living flowing onto your private balcony and stunning hinterland views. The gourmet kitchen boasts stone benchtops and quality stainless steel appliances, while ducted air conditioning keeps you comfortable year-round. And the resort-style facilities are exceptional. 2 outdoor pools, indoor pool, spas, gym, sauna, steam room, lounges and barbecue areas. Perfectly positioned in the heart of Southport, with Chinatown, Broadwater Parklands, Light Rail and Australia Fair all just moments away.
Now, this is Tower 1, just across the road here. We just love it around here. It's so great. All the great shopping's here, everything easy access. You've got coffee shops and you've got restaurants galore. Sopo's over there. You've got Little PP, the restaurant. Oh, it's just so many wonderful features here. And right through the centre, light rail. Wow, you can go all the way to Burleigh now. So just a wonderful location to live. This is on the 28th floor, so commanding views. Gets beautiful. That's the mountain ranges out there. Oh, my goodness. You should see the sunsets at night. Absolutely gorgeous settings. There's 71 square metres. So it's not just a 1-bedroom. It's got a study, which we know many people use a second bedroom. So that's up to you whether you do that or not. Very good sized balcony because you want to sit out there with a glass of wine or something at the end of the day looking at that sunset. And they're getting better and better now as we move back into spring, just about to start. But it's all about location, and it is a breathtaking position to be in. So, ladies and gentlemen, in Tower 1 at Southport Central, apartment 1289, where do we start our bidding away? Looking for the stuff. 500 started up, now bids away now, 550, 550 now to the right-hand side. We're at 550. Who wants to go to 6? We're at 575, 575, 75, no less than the 25. We're going to round up 600 from there. We're at 575. We're taking the 6 on the rise. Bids over here on the right-hand side at 575. 6 the calls against us. At 6 the bids over here now on the right-hand side at 6 now. At 600,000. Where do we go from there? I'll take 20,000 at this level. We're moving into, don't forget the floor this is on too. You might be expecting to pay 600 down on the ground floor, but we're right up on the 28th. We're at 600 now. Bids over here on the right-hand side, we're at 600 now. Taking 20s from there. 10. Well, wouldn't you know it? I should have said I'd take 50. I might have got 25, but that just want to halve everything. All right, so we're 610. 10 the calls at 610. Back over here with the opening bidder at 610. 20 was too easy. Of course, 620. 20, the smaller the bids, the more competitors come in. At 620 on the right-hand side. Oh, no 5s. I'm telling you now. I'm sure you are. Now, girls are usually big spenders. Hey. All right, 10 more. 630, thank you. At 630, a bid's back there with our opening starter. At 630,000, we're looking for the 40 on the next. 640, he knows how to do it. At 640. Mind you, he's spending someone else's money. But anyway, at 640, it's over here on the right-hand side. Bids there, your favour. Against their opening starter with 640. Hello, phone's changed hands. At 640. Bids here to the front. 640. You need on hold. Okay, I'll put that on hold. Not too many more. Because, what's up next? 640. We're going to have any news on auction number 1 yet? Oh, okay. All right, we can handle that. Oh, I'll push 4 back now. Because, don't tell me about 7, 9 and 10, because we haven't got them. So, Vicky, where's Vicky? Ready? Because she would not be quite ready. We're going to jump through and ask to, we get another registration for auction number 4. So, Where's your number 5? Yeah. All right. Here's Vicky around. You ready, Vicky? We're ready to do. No, you're not ready. All right. Well, I'm trying to toss up whether I'll do some of my magic tricks or I'll do some of my singing. Now, for your sake, it better be the magic tricks. And I didn't bring my tools and all the things I need. So we'll put a little bit of music on, and that might suffice for a couple of minutes. Just bear with us for a couple of seconds. Just so everyone's clear and where we're at, number 1's on hold. We're waiting for advice on that. Number 2 is on hold, where there's some negotiations going on there. Number 3 is on hold. And number 4 is asked to be delayed while someone else gets registered. And 5 and 6 will be the split ones, but we've got to finalise the discussions on auction number 2 first before we can do 5 and 6. That makes sense to you? It did to me. Okay, a little bit of music. Air show starts tomorrow. Duck down. 3 days of it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You going to watch the air show? Just a slight update. We do have, of course, in there auction number 5 and 6, which was the splitting of the auction number 2 on the program, which is lots or the address of 56 and 58 Kindra. Because of the level of interest, we're not separate offering them separately now. There's some negotiations going on at present, but we'll come back to you on that in just a moment. But if anyone's thinking, I was just interested in trying to buy one of those, they're not going to be split now because of the position we're in. So that's it, but we'll go back to music. We're just finalising a bidding registration 1 bidder, and then we'll be able to go ahead with auction number 4. And we're just finalising registration on another person for auction number 1, and then we'll be able to finish that too. Okay, back to some music. Thank you. Okay. I was wondering what was going to come up first, and I know now what it is. It's auction number 4, folks. Auction number 4. We've got our last minute arrival. We've connected with our interstate parties. We're all set to go. Vicky, where is Vicky? Over there. Everyone connected now, Vicky. We've got our parties in the state. You're all set to go? Okay. So we are going to run first with the video, if we could, please. Auction number 4.
Offered to the market for the first time in 32 years, this rare east-facing waterfront home presents an outstanding opportunity in the heart of Varsity Lakes. Set on a generous 729 square metre block, this beautifully refreshed single-level residence features 3 spacious bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a stunning new kitchen, brand new carpet, fresh paint, and stylish new lighting throughout, just minutes from Varsity College, Bond University, Robina Town Centre, transport, and the Gold Coast's world-class beaches.
There you go, waterfront block is what we all like. Varsity Lakes, that's really come out of the blocks over the last 12 months or so. It's a really hot marketplace. This has been freshly renovated with the kitchen and parts of the interior. New carpets have been put through it. And for those of us who are sick of walking up and down steps, it's a single level, which is just perfect. So a nice residential area to be in, very central now to all the hotspots on the Gold Coast. So number 288, Christine Avenue, Varsity Lakes. Sorry, 800. I got you right up the top of the room there. 800 with start the opening bid. At that level, I'll go in $50,000 rises. 850 down here. We're at 850 now. The 9's your next call on from there. Red 9. We're seeking 9. We're at 850 now. 850 the calls in at 850. 9. 9's back in there now. At 9, we're called in at 9. The bid's at 9. 9, the call's over here. 950 down here. At 950, the bid's down here against the opening bidder. At 950, it's making a lot of noise, but not a lot of bids. At 950, beautiful position, a lovely residential area. We're at 950,000. The call's down here now at 950. Take her the 1 from there. We're at 950. We're still 1-bedroom units for just 1. Yeah, here it is. It's had a lot of talking. At 1, I don't know about the ROI on this. At 1,050,000. We're back over here, right-hand side, 1,050,000 against our other 2 parties. We're at 1,050,000 down here now. At 1,050,000, calls in. Take it to 1 from there. We're at 1,050,000 here on the right. No, 50's a minimum. 1,050,000. 1. That's why. 1. The bid's over here. 1. Have 1. Bid's down here now at the 1 bracket. 1150. At 1,150,000. The bid's here on the right-hand side. We're just moving out of 2-bedroom territory here now, 2-bedroom units. At 1,150,000, the bid's over there, right-hand side against the other 2 parties. Further bids at 1,150,000 with you folks. First time of calling. At 1,150,000, the bid's down here now. Second time of calling. Final chance at 1,175,000. At 1,175,000, bids here right-hand side. At 1,175,000, where once? At 1,175,000, the call's over here now. 1-2, we're back on the right-hand side of the 1-2. To the right it is. At the 1.2, the bid's with you folks at 1-2. Against your party up there and the party down here in the front. We're at 1-2 now. Down here, I call the count at that level. We're at 1-2, first time of calling. 1-2, second time of calling. 10. 1-2, 10. 1-2, 10. Down the front it is. At 1-2, 10. 20. 1-2, 20. I try and tell everyone, the smaller the bids, the more the competitors all keep coming with you. But anyway, 1-2-2. Bids over here now. Beautiful residential area. And it's such a nice pocket, so central to everything. And we're 1-2-2. The bid's over there. Final chance at 1-2-2. Once. At 1-2-2. 3. 1-2-3. 1-2-3. Big bold bid might be the way to go. Send them a bit of a message, you know. 1-2-3. Bids over here. 1-2-5. Maybe I'd encourage you to go there. 40. That's everyone. I'm glad I free voice too. At 1-2-4-0. We're back over this side at 1-2-4-0. At 1-2-4-0. Once. At 1-2-4-0. Twice. Final down to the money box now. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. We're back over here. 1, 2, 4, 5. It's not okay yet. 1, 2, 4, 5. Bids on the left-hand side. Once. 1.25. 125. It's another 5. 125. It's on the market. We're selling here today. It's 1,250,000. The bid's there. 1,250,000. We're selling here today, folks. We're 1,250,000. 5. 1,255,000. 1,255,000. 1,260,000. Back over there now. 1,260,000. Bid to the right-hand side of the 1,265,000. At 1,265,000. We're back on the left-hand side. At 1,265,000 once. 1,070,000. 1,270,000. 1,270,000. We're back over here, right-hand side of 1,270,000 once. At 1,270,000 twice. Final time at 1,000,000. Oh, they heard. 1,280,000. Bids back over here at 1,280,000. I know everyone keeps watching the pennies, don't want to spend it, but get the house. 85. 1,285,000. We're back on the right-hand side of 1,285,000. Here to the right. Oh, it's talking. I thought he was saying, oh, well done to me. 1,285,000. We're back over there once. At 1,285,000 twice. Third and final time. Is that 5 fingers? Is that a pen? Okay. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. All right. 1-3. Oh, playing the poker game. 1-3. Bids back over here, left-hand side of 1-3. 1-3. Down here now, ready to move in. Carpet's new, everything's done. And 5 more. 1,305,000. 1,305,000. Back over here now. On the right. At 1,305,000 once. At 1,15,000. 1,315,000. Back over here, left-hand side, 1,315,000. 20. 1,320,000. Yes, wearing them down. You're wearing them down. 1,320,000. Back over on the right-hand side of 1,320,000 once. They're catching on to the same game you're playing here. 1,325,000. I just go straight to 50 if I was you. But anyway, that's me. 1,325,000. 30. 1,330,000. Is it big enough for like 2 families to move in together? You know, we can. Oh, that's 40. 1,340,000. We're back over here, 1,340,000 on the left-hand side. 45. I reckon when we were 1,250,000, you'd gone to 1.3, they would have just, this will be, here we go. 1,345,000. Bids over here, 1,345,000. Once. 1,345,000 twice. 55. 1,355,000. Let's throw all the cash in this in one go. Come on. Get that reserve. Loosen up. 1,355,000. Let's go straight to 2 million. 60. 1,360,000. Bids against this party here, your favour, sir. 1,360,000. We once. 1,360,000 twice. Third time. At 1,360,000. 70. Now, this will be cold comfort to you. But when someone else wants it as much as you do, it tells you I'm buying a damn good house, and that's the sort of house you should be buying. So you're doing the right thing. 1,370,000. The bid's back here now. Here. 1,370,000. 75. You like those 5s. 1,375,000. And you know that beautiful thing? The expression on your face has not changed. 1 iota. At 1,375,000. 80. 1,380,000. 1,380,000. We're down here, left-hand side. Once. 85. There are some things in life unpredictable. It's death, taxes, and your $5,000 bed. 1,385,000. We're over on the right-hand side at 1,385,000 once. At 1,385,000 down here twice. If you want to live a long life, it's always a wise thing to do. 1,385,000, but he's had plenty of time. And of course, domestics down in wherever they are. At 1,385,000, it's here. I am calling account final time at 1,385,000 once, twice at 1,385,000, third and final time, 90. For heaven's sake, go 1-4. Let's break that mould. 1,390,000. She's giving you good advice. 1,390,000. Just move in. Carpets have been replaced. The kitchen's been renovated. Oh, hallelujah. At 1.4, the bid's back down there now. 1.4. 1.4. He's just bringing out the real money now. At 1.4, the bid's over here, right-hand side. We're at 1.4. Call account at that level. Oh, no. 1,405,000. He spoke to his wife. You better have a little chat there too. 1,405,000. 1,405,000. Okay, we're bids over here, left-hand side. At 1,405,000. It's once. At 1,405,000. We're twice. Final time now. Yes. You know, you will not leave here wondering. At 1,410,000. 1,410,000. We're back here in the room at 1,410,000. We're already 1,405,000. We're here 1,405,000. So it's 10 if you go. Yeah, 1,410,000. Yeah, 1,410,000. 1,410,000. Bids back here. 1,410,000. Once. Twice at 1,410,000. 15. 15. 1,415,000. We're down the front here again. 1,415,000. Once. At 1,415,000. Twice. Final time. At 1,415,000. It's okay, I just want to make sure they're comfortable. 1,415,000. No, money only. No seconds. Here, 1,415,000. 1,415,000. It's okay. 1,415,000 once, twice. Are you trying to say $1,417,500? I gotcha. $1,417,500. I'm sure they'll be back for 2.5. Gone this far. And 1,417,500. Down here once. 1,417,500 twice. Last chance. 1,417,500. It'll be 420. 1,420. We're at 1,420. 1,420. That's why these guys are so vital. 1,420. It's once. 1,420. It's twice. Third and final time at 1,420. All done. All silent. Sold your party here and commiserations, sir. I've got a consolation prize for you. You've still got 1,415,000. So walk out feeling happy about that. Okay. Whew, where are we at with everybody else? Auction one. Back to auction number one. Ah, yes. All right, 1 minute. Where are we? Auction number 1. We were last at 910. Bids down here at 910. 12. Yes, 912. 912 over here left 15. We're back there at 915. 915. Bids back here at 915. 20. 920. 920. Who's in next? 920. Just, you saw what happened last time. Go big bids, not little. 22. My advice, I'll go, 922. Bids down there. 30. Down here, 930. 930. Seize the moment. Make a big 35. 935. Someone go 950 for heaven's sake and just bang, 935 it is. Bids down here at 935. Who's next? 935 we're once. At 935 down here twice. 935. Third and final time down here at 930. I just want to. Oh, yeah, well, I was just trying to see if you'd pull me up. 930, I know. No, you weren't. You were 935. There's 930, 35. Oh, you're 35. Oh, it's you. All right, well, you better up your ante now. She's 35. Come on, you girls, get this show in the road. We're 935. 37. 937. My goodness, those Commonwealth Bank money boxes, opening them up. 940. Over here now, 940. Off on the right-hand side of 940. I'll tell you what, when you're there at that property, you are going to think I was the luckiest person alive. That's such a beautiful spot to be in. Look at that. People pull up your house and say, do you win lotto? Look at that place. We're at 940. We're clear, I think, from memory. 940, the bid's up the back there with Claire. At 940. Who's next? Ko, coming with me? 940. You look so good in that house. Your colour scheme's all, it looks the front garage, your top. It's perfect for it. Seriously. It's got you written all over it. With 940. All right. Come on. You've got another 70 years to pay off the 5,000 extra you might have to pay, 940. That's where, with Claire up the top there. 940. That's confirmed, he said. What are we confirming first? 940. I need some instructions now. We're there. Okay. With your party there, we're just checking with our young girls down here, but get straight into a celebrative mode. Shall we got a bottle of Sprite outside for you? 940. We don't yet. What's happening next? Okay, bids with Claire. Now we need instructions from our sellers as well, please. At 940, just what's going on? Bidders come out of nowhere. And why not? What a beautiful home. Now you're talking. What did you do? What did you do? Open that wallet up, 942. Okay. I want to get a photo of you in front of the house. Yeah, because I think you're such a match. All right, 942. We're down here now. 942. Bids down there. Centre of the room. I'm only worried you'll get arrested for theft because it's such good value. Police will pull you over and say, you just stole that place. At 942. Up the front here. Speaking of sellers, we got people everywhere. Hope you all know what's going on because I sure know. Okay. 942, just bear with us a second. Long time to send a text. Yes. Okay. Sellers just, this is my interpretation. Sellers talking to another financial partner, and it's just going to take a couple of minutes. But I think there could be some good news coming. All right. No, you can't. So where are we going, folks? We've got the party. We're just waiting for final instructions in relation to that. Don't leave town. Keep that chair warm for you. Okay. I'm just wondering in the meantime, we have any update from Vicky in relation to auction number 2, and anything further on Mike? I think you said you were Mike. Clearly not loud enough. Hey, Mike, I believe you're fixed auction number 3 outside, so we don't have to worry about that. Auction number 3, they've just finalising arrangements outside. Okay, we're at 2. We're passing number 2 in at $2 million, which was the seller's bid. So we're just hanging out to see whether Miss Brownie gets in the front of the door of that beautiful brown door. Okay. Okay, we're just waiting for advice. We'll put a little bit more music on, and we'll see if I can get this thing fixed again. We're all back. We're on. Thank you very much, everybody. We're at 9:40. I want to be clear. This is all unconditional basis. This is, that's auction terms that we're selling under here today. Fall of the hammer, the property will be sold. So we're clear. We're at 9:42 bids with you. So back to the rest of the room. This is your final chance. Any further bids? Because we are now on the market and will be sold to the highest bidder. 9:42. The bid sits here. We're on the market. That's right, we are. We're at 9:42. We call the count. First time. At 9:42. The bid's in second time. For your final chance. At 9:42. For the third and final time. All done or silent. Sold to you. Well done. There you go. Well, that does bring, with all that excitement, our auction to an end. And just let us know when the housewarming's on. We'll all be available. And look forward to hearing how much happiness you get from that. Thanks, folks. End of day. Look forward. Drive carefully or walk far, not too far.